Okay, now I'm not really going to worry too much about the tips, but I am going to file them a tiny bit. I'm going to take this sharp piece off here on the corners and kind of, I want the nails to be square, but I want the corners to be rounded, if that makes sense. So I have all the sharp corners off. And then I'm going to shape them. If you want to do that now to kind of get set up for your acrylic, as far as, you know, where you want to put it on the tip, you can. But I usually just wait and do it all in one step whenever I'm done. So there I have them square but rounded off. And what I'm going to do now is go back to my Endurance 180-240 buffer, and I'm going to take the 180 side again, and just like I etched the nail before I put it on, I'm going to do that same thing to the tip, and then applying a teeny tiny bit of pressure right here at the middle to kind of blend it, and just very, very lightly. You know, if you thin out the tip a little bit, it's not going to matter as much as your natural nail, because the tip's not really for strength, it's just to build your acrylic up one, and then, you know, if you want to use a colored acrylic or a glitter, that's going to be your base, and then your clear acrylic on top, and your pink. That's really where you're going to get your strength from. So I'm just lightly taking the shine off here. See on them the difference? Okay, so I'm going to do this to all my nails, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I removed the shine from the tip and blended it into my natural nail a little bit. So now I'm ready. I'm going to dehydrate. Oh, first I'm going to remove the dust. Getting ahead of myself here. Nice brush. I'm going to take a couple of my little nail wipes. Now, these are the cheap ones. I usually just layer two together because they're really thin. And I'm using this. Oops. It is the NSI Nail Pure Plus. And it's a cleanser, dehydrator, and protectant, I suppose. So I'm going to do a couple little pumps here until my little wipe is wet. And I'm going to fold this into a corner, and it gets really good around the cuticle. See my little boo-boo there? If I would have waited for a couple of days for that to heal, this would have really hurt. So if you have any kind of sores or cuts or scrapes, definitely don't do your nails then. You know, put a little bit of polish on them and wait a few days for it to heal before you go to do anything like this. Okay, and you'll see the dehydrator starting to work. Sorry, I just have a little bit of dust left. Okay, you'll see it starting to work. It makes the nails turn a little bit chalky, white color. And now I'm gonna prime. I don't even have everything ready. Okay. And this is the NSI Attraction Primer. And I just probably for the last few months have been using everything from the NSI line. Now I would definitely recommend using all the same brand powders and monomers. But as far as this, I started out, I used the, I think it was an ASP dehydrator and a Beauty Secrets primer, and it worked okay. But I would definitely recommend using all the same brand products, especially for the actual acrylic application. So I'm just going to go through here and put a layer of primer on. And I always do all of my nails right here after the prep. And then I'll go one by one with a thin layer on each nail as I go through the acrylic application. So I'll just set this off to the side and wait till I'm ready for that. And now you're ready to start applying your acrylic. So that was all the prep. I had a part one, I guess. This was pretty much the tips in the last part of the process. So if I left anything out, let me know. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll be happy to answer them. So now I'm going to get on to my Valentine's Day design. I hope you guys like it. So stay tuned and keep watching for the next video, which will be the design.